It's Introduce Your Bike Day. Yes! Tara! That's the span. Oh, that's Jensen. Oh, that whole span by the bay. You can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's Jensen. That's Mount Parker. Behind those mountains, Mount Parker. That's Mount Matutum. Nice. Well, there she is. It's a 2000. Hold on. It's a 2015 Yamaha XT250, or in the Southeast Asian market, it's an Yamaha Serow. Serow means mountain goat. It's Japanese mountain goat. Kanding. Meh. I like her angle. Her angle. I don't give names, but we'll see. We might give a name today. I like this angle. From the back to the front. Front wise, it doesn't have that, big presence. It's only like sideways. You get to see how small. Well, for me, it's a bit small compared to a CRF. It's smaller than a CRF. So it's a 250 air-cooled twin valve engine, pumping out around 17 horses. Has 21-inch rims at the front, 18-inch rims at the rear, tubeless at the rear, tube type at the front. And I've had her for, going 4 months, and she has traveled 8,300 kilometers already. So what else does she have? Yeah, this is not the stock Serow form, if you'd notice. So there has been aesthetic and ergonomic upgrades. So we have the windshield, the Adventure windshield, which is OEM Yamaha. We have OEM handguards. We have an OEM Honda CRF side mirror. I traded the Mickey Mouse ones with the CRF mirrors. So these are not OEMs. These are gold Runway 50 watt each. So they're pumping out a total of 100 watts each. LED lights, LTO. Si apat yan. Ulihin nyo ako. Ay nako. We got harmonic horns, FIAMM horns. We'll sound them off later. We have, what else do we have? The second to the most asked piece. This baby. Hey, it's cool already. That's how nice it is. It's an SP Tadao. I'm not sure if you'd see it. Yes, this logo is. It's a B of someone. So it's a Powerbox exhaust improvement system produced by SP Tadao. I'm not sure. It's purely Japanese. It's all Japanese. So that's a kind of like it emulates MFF Powerbomb configuration of some sort. So that's a stainless steel header. All right. With the can, it's already we already removed the cat. You won't see it that they removed the cat, and we added some stainless steel butt end to it. She has, it's another she. It's again she. I'll call it a he. It has the OEM Yamaha Adventure carrier, big ass, very sturdy looking carrier, and I have my old saddlebags, and we have a SHAD 42 liter. I think it's a 42. Yeah, it's a 42 liter top box, which I didn't bring. I favor soft bags because they're not noisy when you go off-roading, you know. I've also carried over my phone mount, and this one though, power outlet. Yeah. Hindi naman naninigarilyo, but you know, insert a USB charger in there and it's all good. These foldable levers. Nice, huh? Shorter, so you can pump it out with just 2 fingers. Also retrofitted the stock rubber boots. This came with the OEM levers, so I just cut them out like this so I can fit this baby. Pro Taper Evo handlebars, Carmichael. And over the left you have hazard, and you have the switches for your LED lights, aux lights, these babies. So this is the power button, and this is the power mode. Power mode means it gives you 3 light intensity options. So by default, when you turn it on, it's at the brightest, and you can push the blue one for medium brightness and for light brightness. What else? Basically, the most asked one. See that? Yeah, I also asked. Sometimes it's a Yamaha Powerbeam. For those who are car nuts, 4-wheel guys, or familiar with 4 wheels, you would have a crossbar or a stabilizer bar running across your engine bay. Basically, that's the same as that one. So it's mounted on the chassis up front, and it's also mounted to the body chassis and also mounted to the engine cradle, which is this one. The engine rests on this, or is bolted to this, and it hangs to the chassis. So it reduces some vibration. Alright, some. It doesn't really eliminate all vibration, but it reduces, noticeably vibrations. Yeah, so you'd see there 2015. So na-import to sa Pilipinas 2015. Nakuha ko siya January of 2018. So, naming. Probably I'll name this bike Jack because it already has this tank pad, Jack. Or you can also say Danny or Daniels or Tennessee or Whiskey. Paglian na lang natin. Alright, this one. Last piece. This is the aftermarket piece. Yeah, this is the last of the aftermarket pieces. This is my Bluetooth. This is my Bluetooth intercom remote control. Alright, I can see if I can remove my camera. There we go. Yan. This one, Bluetooth, can be controlled by that one. Fortunately, we're not working with wires anymore. Before, my previous setup would be I would have wires running through my helmet because I'm recording to my phone, and the wire would be dangling here, and I'm just recording through the mic port. But now, Bluetooth. Same with Sinbad. Yeah. He gave me idea that, the Chinese clone Bluetooth, Sina-like Bluetooth headsets can record actually on your phone. So that's good, right? So, yon. Ano pa ba? Yeah. So, why are we introducing the bike today? Because, right, I'll be bringing this bike to Luzon. I'll be riding from Jensan to Luzon, and not just Luzon. We're going up to Pagudpud, Bangi. How would you pronounce it? Bangi, Banji, Pagudpud, and then to Apari. So kulang na lang from Apari to Holo. I'm not sure if I'm gonna dare going to Holo on a bike. So what else? What else you want to know about this bike? Top speed. Well, sad to say, it won't be any faster than your Sniper 150 or your Raider 150i. It won't even be faster than a CRF 250. But this bike, in my opinion, would be a great bike. All right, I'm not saying the best bike. Would be a great bike for your average Pinoy height. It's lower, much lower than a CRF. So even though it is a 250 engine, it is a considered somewhat borderline big bike. Unfortunately, it's not expressway legal. You have the engine, you have the torque to do off your off-roading or, hooliganism around town. But you can actually flat-foot it. I'm around 5'10". See, my knees are bent and my shoes are flat on the ground. Yun. So kung hindi mo kaya ang CRF, dito ka na. It's a 250. CRF, comparing to a CRF, I have two buddies who has CRFs. CRF has 6-speed, this one has 5-speed. The CRF can pump out around 22 to 24 horses, this one 17. Dash 8,500 na pala. So it has two trip meters, trip A, trip B, your odometer, and then there's no fuel gauge. Unfortunately, there's no fuel gauge. This one is a low fuel warning, which will light up around when you have around less 1.8 liters left on your tank. The tank holds 9.8 liters. So yon. The CRF, stock CRF 250L holds 7 something liters. This one has 2 liters more. So if you want to do a bit of off-roading, or you want to go into the dual sport market, or in the dual sport category of bikes, this is a pretty nice bike to have. Has all the torque that you want to pass unruly vans, and it also has, when you're in gear and when you put down your side stand, it will cut off, which is a nice thing to have. Start wise, it's FI, no quirks, no problems at all. I'm not sure if you can hear the sound, but then here we go. So it's not as removing the cat will just give you a little bit of growl to it. Still silent by everyone's standards, I guess. When I asked them, is it loud? No, it's like still silent. But then the stock pipe is much more silent. Horn, the horn, yun ang horn niya. Euro sounding horn. Anyway, I guess that pretty much covers the bike. If you have any other questions, you can post a comment up in the video, which will be out probably by this coming Monday, hopefully. What else do we have? Did we miss out anything? No? I guess we're all good. We're all good. Yeah, tara! Ownership review. Isama na natin ang ownership. So for the 3 months that I had this bike, the only problem that I encountered or that I had was, unfortunately, this was imported 2015 and then I got it 2018. So this has been in storage for quite some time. One of the sleeve bearings in the swing arm linkages, the pivot arms, has rusted out. It's completely dry. So it had some squeaky problems. Alright. Yun lang. So far, yun. And also, another problem that I encountered, which is probably my fault, is I had water in my gas tank. I got crazy with the water hose, so probably some water got into the fuel tank, and then while I was cruising around, it just died on me. So I had to push her to do a running start. Speaking of upgrades pala, I forgot. This baby also has a power commander for that added, a little bit of added power, little bit, and also keeps the engine, you know, cooler, because in stock form the ECU map is a bit lean, you know, well, because they have to meet, you know, stricter Japanese emission standards. So once you put in an aftermarket pipe, you wanna put, all right, I'd really suggest you put in a power commander as well, just to be on the safe side that you're giving enough fuel for your engine. You don't want to be cooking up your pistons or your engine with this heat. Mainit. Ewan ko na lang sa ibang lugar, pero dito mainit. Siguro sa Tugigaraw, mas mainit siguro. Where are we? Top speed, the highest that I've got her is around 128 GPS. That was on a flat piece of road with the wind. So it's not bad, you know? Of course, it's heavier. Even though it's a 250cc, huwag na kayo magtanong bakit hindi niya kaya mag 140 even if it's a 250. It's a heavier bike, so huwag ka na magreklamo. But pulling power, sigurado ako mag-iiwan tayo ng kamote dyan. Or pulling power just for when you're carrying a lot of stuff, no problem. Another good thing with this bike is it's air cooled, so there's no liquid cooling that, you know, it could pose some problems. Some riders prefer air cooled basic engines because you can easily do the servicing at home, which I do. Around 3 days ago I just did the valve clearances. Yeah, kaya natin yon. As long as you have the right tools, you can, like, and with the service manual, you know, you can fix anything on this bike. Wala masyado cheche buretse. Trivia. The first generation, not really the first generation, but one of the generations of this bike, the XT250, was the bike that Stallone Rambo drove in the movie. Yun. And ay gulay. Yun eh. Hindi ka naman mabibibitin. Sure. It can happily cruise at 100 kilometers on the highway. Pero kung sa stateside ka, or if you're living in a first world country wherein you have designated highway speed is around 80, then you're gonna have a problem. I'll be seeing you on the road when I do my Philippine loop. Sayang, di natin na-focus yung Philippine loop sticker. Anyway, thanks guys for hanging out with me again. Ride safe and ingat. Ciao.